Hey guys, Skittlerampage here. Welcome back to a new video. I do hope you're enjoying your day today. So we have lots of new Funko Pops that were announced and dropped today, among other updates like SDCC happening yesterday. And as promised, I was going to discuss the Chalice Collectibles and whatnot situation with Frieren and Naruto, whether it was good or bad. And that portion will actually be towards the end of the video because we're probably going to talk about it for a few minutes. And I don't want that portion of the video to interrupt all of the new stuff that we have today. So if you are specifically here about the Frieren and Naruto Chalice situation, make sure to, click that chapter on the video. Now guys, I want to ask the question of the day before we get started, which is, do you have a Funko Pop or character in your collection that has tattoos somewhere on their body? And I'm gonna go with Uta here from Tokyo Ghoul. Alrighty, so let's go ahead and jump into all of the new drops and announcements that took place. And if you want to pre-order anything new, check out the links down below. So starting off with anime here, we did get an anime holiday set here. This includes an Amazon exclusive of Giyu Tomioka as an elf reading the naughty and nice list. We also have Tanjiro holding a bag of gifts, as well as Nezuko there. Love the fact that they colored her eyes. She's kind of like wrapped in, I guess, ribbon or something. On the bottom there, we did get two Naruto pops, including Naruto himself. Love that they gave him blue eyes. And then we also have Kakashi with Pakun. Personally, out of this bunch, I think I really like the Naruto ones more than the Demon Slayer ones, especially Naruto. I think he just turned out really great. So I actually saw a good mix of people saying that these suck or people really loving them. So essentially, it's just a holiday set where Funko's making some of your characters in the holiday theme to sell for Christmas and your decorations yearly and all that. They've done this with Marvel, DC, Disney, and all that. I wouldn't say they're the strongest sellers usually, and a lot of people just feel like this is just one of those cash grab things where why bother with this, but also a lot of people really love it for their displays or, they just like the pops because they like them. I think they're actually pretty decent molds for holiday. I wasn't really sure how this was going to turn out, but I think this is one of the better holiday sets personally, but I still wouldn't buy them, if that makes sense. Like, I can really appreciate the detail put into these, but I would not buy them for my collection, even to display. I just have no interest in these characters in that style for the holidays. Moving on from the TV series Fallout, based off the game, we do have a brand new set of pops, including Vault Boy with a Cooper Howard chase, which is just perfect. We also have Lucy with her weapon, as well as the Ghoul with the dog, where the dog has a hand in its mouth, which is pretty funny. And then finally, we have Maximus with a closed mask chase. Now, if you've never played any Fallout games or you haven't seen the television series, the games are really good. I don't think all of them are good. I haven't played every single one, but I've heard bad things about some of the games. However, the television series was actually pretty faithful and a really good adaptation. I know sometimes they're not, but Fallout was actually a pretty good one if you're into kind of like, disaster style shows or movies. Alrighty, moving on, we do have a new Scooby-Doo set of Funko Pops. Only two, unfortunately, but this features Scooby and Shaggy there with 3D glasses and popcorn here. And I thought these actually turned out pretty cool. It would have been nice to see the whole gang maybe in this style, maybe like a 5-pack or something. Next up from the show Wednesday, we did have lots of new pops. This included a normal Wednesday Addams, as well as a Funko exclusive of her fencing. Then we had a new Morticia, Pugsley Addams, Bianca Enid, as well as the Thing hand as a Pocket Pop keychain. Overall, I feel like this is an okay set. I wouldn't say there's anything too crazy special here, unfortunately. Moving on for Buffy the Vampire Slayer, we did get Buffy with the Scythe. We also have Willow, as well as Sweet as a Funko Shop exclusive with a chase in a different colored suit. Next up, a new Amazon exclusive limited to 5,000 pieces was Mojisha here from Powerpuff Girls. This one did actually drop Wednesday eventually. There were a lot of issues with Amazon, but it did in fact sell out, and it should be shipping in August. Next up for Sanrio fans, we have the My Melody and Kuromi anniversary here. This includes a happy My Melody and kind of a grumpy looking Kuromi with different details on their ears. Next up for BTS fans, we did get a Dynamite set of Biddy Pops here on the stage with microphones. Definitely a very interesting concept. Let me know if you guys are gonna pick this one up. Now, among Biddy Pops, we also got a couple single set here with some gold Biddy Pops mixed in there. We have Spider-Man as well as Simpsons, and the other sets include Dragon Ball Z and Hello Kitty and Friends. Next up for Snow White fans, over at the Funko shop, we did have the Ellie 5,000 piece glow-in-the-dark Snow White here, where she's just a translucent blue. Now, at the time of me making this video, I'm not sure if it did sell out, but let me know if you ended up picking up one. Now, guys, that pretty much covers some newer drops that did happen today. Now, Over on Wednesday, if you missed my video, we actually had a couple other things that did drop. I just want to highlight them again really quick. Links down below if you want to grab them, but we did actually have the GT Goku Funko exclusive go up for pre-order, weirdly enough, on the Funko shop, as well as we had a couple new ad icons pops for the Hershey Kisses and the Eggo Waffle. Then we had some Sonic plushies, as well as a TMNT Biddy set. Next up for Harry Potter fans, we did get our first ever Pop Nook announcement finally, as well as a new Harry Potter set of pops, and then a Night Bus Pop Ride. And then in the bottom right-hand corner, we did get a new Home Alone 2 set of Funko Pops. Now again, guys, everything I just showed you is available for pre-order now if you want to check out the links down below. Now let's go ahead and talk about SDCC for a second. So SDCC drops did take place yesterday, and a few things sold out, so let's go over that. Alrighty guys, so on this first page, I do actually want to highlight something specifically that is a little messed up by Funko. When I was checking the shop all section to grab these, screenshots for you guys for this video, I did notice something a little bit unusual, and that was 2 Hulk Hogan Funko Pops in the new product section where Funko always drops new stuff for that day. So if you don't know, Hulk Hogan did actually pass away yesterday. And it's pretty interesting, when I checked the Funko website this morning during the SDCC drop around 9, I think the news broke after or not, but I don't remember seeing them when I was grabbing the link for the SDCC drops to share to you guys over on my Instagram. But I don't remember these 2 pops being there, and then I realized exactly what they did. So when you click Shop All, they pushed those 2 pops specifically in front of all the SDCC pops, so more eyes would be on them and people would be inclined to buy them for an emotional response here. I wanted to highlight that in this video as well because I just found it so scummy and messed up. Like, I love Funko and they make a lot of things I want to buy, but this, I don't like this tactic. Wait a week at minimum. Don't do it in the same hours that someone passed away. That is just terrible to do as a company, and no, do better, please. Anyways, though, back to our SDCC news. A couple things that did sell out on this first page here. We did have the Huckleberry Hound. Both actually sold out, the Diamond Collection as well as the Mystery one. Then we had both of the Batman Blueprint Deco ones, green and blue, sell out. On this next page here, it looks like Sasuke Susanoo did sell out, but it might still be available in GameStop stores and online, so check there. And on the last page here, it looks like only Batman Kingdom Come did sell out. So I don't know whether to call this a successful SDCC or not, or if people just weren't really feeling the exclusives this year. Let me know in the comments below what you ended up picking up for SDCC this year, and if you feel it was a really good event or kind of a bust. Alrighty guys, a couple other Funko Shop updates of new things that did drop in stock. Like I mentioned before, that GT set of pops are available for pre-order, shipping out in about 2 weeks, so you can grab the set there over on Funko with that Goku exclusive. Then we also had the Land Before Time pops actually shipping around at the same time, so they're doing a pre-order on those too, which is just so weird. They've never really done it that style before. Followed on this next page, more Land Before Time. We also have the new Squid Game pops in stock now, as well as Jordan Love from the NFL. Continued, more NFL pops, as well as the new Dia-Day pops that came out just a couple weeks ago. The Runner Blacklight from Alien is in stock, as well as the new Fantastic Four in their spacesuits. Continuing on this next page, we also have the Spider-Man pop exclusive, Star Wars, Sonic, the pearlescent one, and then finally the Lunch Dragon Ball pop and keychain are in stock there too. You can buy 6 of those on the Funko shop for a guaranteed chase. As always, make sure to head over to the Funko shop if you need anything new. Okay, so now that we got all the news updates out of the way, let's discuss the Chalice and Whatnot situation. So basically, if you don't know, Chalice dropped 2 of their latest LE exclusives over on Whatnot yesterday. Naruto being 9,500 pieces, as well as Frieren being 5,000 pieces. But something important to note here is that the stock gets split up between here and overseas, so it was a lower count on Naruto and Frieren than it's actually stated technically. Now, before I go into talking about everything that happened and just highlighting a lot of the issues people were having, a lot of people did ask me to talk about this situation. Some were nice about it, some were not so nice about it. I don't work for the company personally. I think people kind of get that mixed up too. Just because I've been defending Chalice in some areas, I'm also getting a lot of hate and all that, which is fine. People are upset about the drop. I fully understand when, you sit there for a couple hours and all that. But I kind of just want to highlight specifically that I work with Chalice sometimes, but I am more than happy to point out what they did wrong with this event. And something else to point out is I worked with Funko on paid ads in the past, and you still see me criticizing them every other day. So please don't look at it as oh, they might send him a pop, so he's just saying good things about them. No, this is actually genuinely how I feel about the situation. I just disagree with how some people view certain things, and I think it's okay to have differing opinions, but some people are a little bit more aggressive than that, which is fine. Just relax a little bit, guys. And something I wanted to specifically mention is that after the event, I reached out to Chalice and I told them, I was like, hey, we've known each other for a while, and these were my exact words. Do not do that again. Do not do that again, because that was a mess. It was absolutely a mess of an event. You can see in the chat, you can see all over social media, people talking about Chalice. It was a mess. And in me suggesting to Chalice Collectibles that they should not do it again, they did say that most likely they're going to drop future LE exclusives, if they get any, over on their website. I don't want to hard confirm anything because they could absolutely change their mind. But as of right now, for future exclusives, given they looked at the situation for what it is, and it made a lot of people unhappy. So please know, guys, that it does not matter the company. I will always do my best to go to bat with you guys and use whatever influence I might have or people think I might have to reach out to these places and be like, hey, that probably wasn't the best idea there. Even though the idea had some good thought in it, sometimes some ideas just do not work out, but how are they supposed to know if they didn't try? Now they know that a lot of their customer base was not happy with this decision, and they can try something different next time. Okay, I had to grab my sticky note because sometimes I have to write down things because I'm terrible at remembering things. Anyways, so bots was a main discussion on this. The thing I have to say about bots is that yes, they can be present on Whatnot, it happens. But they're also present on Funko. They're also present on Hot Topic. Even if Chalice dropped Freerin on their website, the 1200, 1500, whatever they did drop yesterday, it would have been the same outcome if Chalice announced, hey, we're dropping these at 5 p.m. EST. People would have loaded up their bots to eat up that stock too, and it most likely would have sold out in 2-3 minutes because it's a super limited exclusive. While I'm not denying the fact that bots possibly ate up some of the stock yesterday, there was also 2,000 people in that stream at one point. 1,500, 2,000 people all trying to swipe at the same time when they were dropping them on top of every hour. It happens sometimes where some people are just getting them and some people aren't. But yes, I do agree that bots can be an absolute issue on drops like these, but I disagree on people saying it's specifically just on Whatnot because it would have absolutely happened anywhere. Now, something else that a lot of people were having issues with is that Whatnot was glitching a lot. There were a lot of errors, or they would swipe and it wouldn't properly register it. It would say that they got the pop, but they checked their checkout, or they checked their orders. They don't have the pop. Absolutely happens all the time. I've sold on Whatnot for the last maybe like 2 years now. Been a sponsor with them for a long time, but I can admit that even Whatnot does have its faults. I think that's 100% fair to say, even though I do work with them. But glitches also happen on every other site. You've seen it happen on Funko a million times, and they're a billion-dollar company. Same with Whatnot, they're a billion-dollar company. Hot Topic, billion-dollar company. I think anywhere, maybe. You get the point though, you know? These glitches can happen everywhere, but they did happen a lot on Whatnot because there was a lot of people all clicking the same button at the same time. And Whatnot should have planned accordingly for that. Now, I think another big issue that a lot of people aren't talking about is the fact that a lot of people who signed up in the last day are completely new to Whatnot. They don't know how to work the site. They don't know where to pay sometimes. They don't know where to add their credit card information. So it's one of those things where there's a lot of new people on the website that don't know how to work it, and then they're getting super frustrated and things are selling out before they can figure out. I wouldn't say that's Chalice's fault or Whatnot's fault or anybody's fault specifically, to be honest. That's just one of those things where you're just not versed well enough with Whatnot to where it kind of puts you at a disadvantage. Now, something I will mention here that I mentioned in my Wednesday video, or I talked about in comments or whatever, but I did mention it somewhere, is that I didn't love the fact that a majority of the stock was coming signed for Naruto, when I know a lot of people maybe either don't watch the dub and they're more accustomed to the sub, so they don't care about an autograph like that and they just want the pop, or some people just don't care about autographs at all. Or some people are limited on funds and they can't really spend $95 on a LE piece that they really want. They'd rather spend the $20, $25 it's supposed to be technically. So I 100% get it. I think they maybe should have split up the stock better and done a very limited release of the signed ones, and then the majority of the stock go up on their website and in their stores as normal. So I gotta agree there a little bit. I think the stock could have been split up better. And as far as Freerin goes, I kind of thought more people would like the fact that, you know, you're getting the Funko hard stack, you're also getting Chalice's new hard stack, because let's face it, let's say Freerin, like they said, the stock is split up. So let's say they only got 2,500. The other 2,500 went to overseas. So it's going to be a grail. Everybody's going after this one. It's probably going to be over $100 minimum. You're probably going to want to put it in a pop protector anyways, like a really nice quality one, because it is an expensive grail now. So I thought people would like that more, that they were getting a really quality new hard stack from Chalice for $35 with the pop and another protector, but I guess I kind of misread that a little bit. A lot of people really feel like it's just a forced purchase to increase the price, which I can absolutely see, which it basically kind of is that situation technically, but you're getting a little bit more value with that pop protector. So I can see where people are coming from on both exclusives. I thought Freerin was a cool little added extra value with that pop protector, and some people did like it and a lot of people didn't. Now they know. Now the overall question here is, was this a good idea to drop it on Whatnot? It's subjective because everybody who got one is really satisfied with their purchase. Everybody who didn't get one is very dissatisfied with their purchase. You get what I'm trying to say here? It's like, there is no right answer here technically, other than maybe them just dropping it on their website, and whatever happens there, they know they dropped it on their website. You know they dropped it on their website. So if you miss out on it, you're like, okay, next time. But Whatnot, it was super stressful. It was a limited exclusive. Some people don't like Whatnot at all. They don't like using the app. So they're already disgruntled getting on the app. And then when things are literally flying off the shelves in 10, 20 seconds, it's just gonna make everybody upset. Things are selling out every hour. People are spending hours in streams. I 100% get it. I've been reading you guys' comments. I was in the stream myself, just trying to get a feel for the experience. I'm sure it was absolutely annoying to deal with, sitting there for hours and possibly getting nothing. Honestly, I don't know if there's really anything else to say on the situation. It is possible that some Naruto stock will drop over on Chalice Collectibles website soon here, so make sure to look out for an update from Chalice on that. And I'm sure they're going to update very soon and talk about this situation a little bit and what they plan to do going forward. At the end of the day, guys, nobody is perfect, nor me, nor you, nor Chalice, nor Funko. So they're just kind of making the decisions they're gonna make. And hopefully next time they just drop it on their website to avoid all this fuss. Well guys, that pretty much wraps up today's news video. Thank you so much for watching. If you guys did enjoy this video, make sure to hit the like button down below, as well as subscribe and click that notification bell if you're new here. I do want to go to end off the video here by saying a big shout out to all the awesome Patreon supporters of the channel. You guys are amazing for supporting myself and the channel. If you guys are interested and want to check out the Patreon, the link is down below. We have a Patreon Discord where we share a lot of information, news, restocks, updates, links, and more. And finally, make sure to follow me on all my social medias at Skittlerampage over on Twitter, TikTok, Instagram, and my Facebook page, so you can stay up to date. All right, love you guys. See you guys in the next one. See you guys later. Bye.